welcome to the Paper Snob. This is Tara. Today I'm working on Scraplift Crafternoon. This week we are scraplifting this beautiful layout here. I will have the original creator's information down below in the description box. Links to her social media, if she has a YouTube, that'll be linked. For sure Instagram, since this photo is from Instagram. I adore this layout. Actually, I really love the collection that she used, and I'm going to use the same collection, but it's going to be slightly different because I am not going to copy it exactly with all of the same papers. What's funny is her layout is about a little turtle friend, and I actually remembered that I had photos of my daughter holding a little tiny turtle as well that we found in our yard, and it was just so cute. So I thought it would be great to use the similar photos just for fun. I did pull the same collection. This is Simple Stories Full Bloom. I adore this collection so stinking much, and I have the full collection, and I hadn't touched any of the 12 by 12 papers at all. But I had gotten into the 6x8 paper pad, and as you can see, I've used a few of the brads and little chipboard pieces. I did pull some sheets of the 6x8 pattern paper for this. There's only 4 because I'm going to be using some of the back sides on the layout. I pulled the journal bits and the bits and pieces, the whole sticker book, and the foam titles. Those are what I pulled. So I'm going to pause, we're going to get started, and we will be right back. So here is where I start to deviate right from the beginning. I am going to frame my blue-ish paper with this dot paper. And I'm going to go ahead and gut the dot paper so that I have a piece of it to use for another layout at another time. This is one of those collections I bought because it was pretty, not because I actually had stuff in mind for it. I do that a lot. I don't know if the rest of you do that a lot or not, and then go searching for photos, like for instance the new 49 Market Beach collection. It's gorgeous. It's stunning. I bought it. Do I have beach pictures? I found a couple after I bought it. So I'm only taking off 3/4 of an inch from 2 sides of the main base paper, this blue. It's kind of a blue woven look. I'm going to go ahead and separate my photos. In order for me to get my daughter's full face and the turtle in the photo, I had to print this photo smaller than 3x4. And so I'm just trimming off those white edges. And I moved the other photo down somewhat, and it had a little white edge. Just that was my fault for doing that incorrectly. I am going to cut 1.5 inch strips out of these 6x8 papers. A couple of them I'm going to cut 2 strips because I'm going to use the front and the back. So I've cut those 2 pieces first. I store the rest of my 6x8 papers back in the 6x8 paper pad, and I will stick it in with my other 6x8 paper pads and then put it away. This rainbow paper is gorgeous, but I'm using the other side. I like the solid background, but I didn't really want to use white, so I didn't. And if you hear the galloping, running back and forth in my house, that's because I'm trying to edit a video with 2 kittens running back and forth. Phineas is a year old now, but he is still very much a kitten, and the 2 of them are chasing each other while I'm trying to edit this video. Anyway, that's how I got my papers done. I went ahead and did all of that stitching off camera. I did overlap my strips of paper and staggered them up and down on that background, and then I stitched in a dark yellow, almost a yellow orange, and I also stitched around the border of the solid paper in the same color of thread. It's subtle, but it's there. Now I'm matting this photo on another 6x8 piece of paper. Again, I will save my 6x8 scraps with my 6x8 paper pad. I'm going to use a tag underneath that left photo, just like the original creator did. Carolyn had a beautiful layout, and while we are scrap lifting it, I'm not really trying to do an exact scrap lift. As you could see, I absolutely could do an exact scrap lift, but I am just kind of trying to use up some of what I pulled, and I didn't even choose the same ephemera. Instead of a tagged journal on the right hand side, I just used a journaling bit from one of those ephemera sheets. I've pulled off the word happy for my title, and it's actually going to be titled Happy Day. I used the bike, not because anybody's riding a bike or anything, just because it looked cute there. And I put a wordy bit that says welcome to our hive in regards to that cute little turtle. I have some chipboard pieces that I'm trying to see if I can use up. I wanted to use an umbrella, but it's not going to make it, and I don't think I actually use anything from that sticker sheet or sticker book after all. I pulled in a sun, and then I took a little strip of the dotted paper and I cut some die cut clouds with a hip kit die that I've gotten recently, and that pretty much takes care of my layout, I think. Oh, I am going to put in some of the brads. I know that Carolyn had what looked like brads or enamel dots on hers, and so since I didn't pull enamel dots and I probably have them that go with this collection, I'm just going to try to use up some more of these brads here. In some ways, I like that the brads from Simple Stories are now stickers rather than the actual brad that you have to, cut a hole in your page to put on. This is really easy, and that's about it. All right, I got this layout completely finished. While I stayed true to the base of the original creator's layout, I did swap out patterns, flowers, embellishments, and things to make it more mine. And of course I did add the stitching because y'all know me, I love to stitch, so I did stitch on the layout as well. I want to thank you for coming to my channel today. I really appreciate those of you who take the time to like, comment, and or subscribe to my channel. If you are new here, I would absolutely love to have you as a subscriber. Just click that button below. I put out new content 3 to 4 times per week, and you can always find me on Instagram under the Paper Snob as well to see other things that I have created, and especially if you want to see my finished product before watching a video, that would be a good place to start. Again, I really appreciate all of you being here. Make sure you check out that description box to the links to the original creators' Instagram and or YouTube channel if she has one, as well as the link to this week's playlist for Scraplift Crafternoon and a link to everybody's Instagram accounts. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Bye.